What's up guys, welcome back on my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about a very important topic, a very interesting topic for me and I bet for you too if you're here. We're talking about how it is to live in Italy and what is the reality versus the expectation in this beautiful country. If you are new to this channel, my name is Francesco, I'm Italian and I've been traveling around the world for the last 6 years, but right now, a few months ago, I decided to actually move back to my hometown here in south of Italy, specifically in Bari, because I thought that that would be a great idea for me to have a place where to always come back and to be close to my family. So here we are going to jump now on this topic, how it's living in Italy in 2022, and we are going to talk about your expectation and the reality. So now let's jump on the topic. One of the first reasons why I decided to move back to Italy was definitely the weather. I was living in Bali before and the weather was fantastic over there, but I have to say it was very hot and very humid. So it's not ideal if you want to live 365 days unless you really like that type of weather. But here in Italy, finally we have seasons, so you still will have winter, maybe not that cold as it could be in any other part of the world. We are very lucky, I think, about that. Right now it's almost September and still like 28 degrees, sunny days, so still enjoyable. So definitely that was one of the reasons why I decided to move back here. From the other end, it is true that in Italy, for example, and it's a cons, if it's raining, nobody goes out. Like, I remember in the past when I was living in Italy, it was very funny when the winter will start, everyone will stay home and they will not even leave the house just because there was some raindrops. And for me, that I've been used to live in London, for example, where it rains almost 365 days a year, it was something crazy. So if you are coming to Italy, be ready, because if the winter will be here pretty much soon, you won't see probably a lot of people around the city, just because Italians don't like to walk with the rain. Of course, another thing that is connected to weather, it's going to the beach, especially in the summertime. Italy has probably the most beautiful beaches in the Mediterranean Sea, so you're definitely not gonna miss going to the beach if you have a move here in Italy. But from the other side, be ready, because most of the beaches are actually very crowded, especially during the month of July and August, which are the most I'd say the most touristic months of the year for tourists to come all over the places to visit Italy and spend their vacation here. So if you are planning to live here, be ready that it will not be so easy to find a nice spot where to chill and enjoy a beach day. Actually, you will probably need to book a place, or if you are going to a free beach, so where you can actually enter and lay on the beach without paying a fee for the entrance. Be ready, because Italians have this tradition to go to the beach at 7 a.m. in the morning to get the spot. So it's not very ideal if you are not a morning person. And then another thing that we need to definitely mention is the economy of the country, because if you're planning to move to Italy, well guys, you need to be ready to get a job, because jobs here are not very well paid, and if they are, they're very hard to get it, because most of Italians that works in very good jobs, they actually never quit, they stay there forever. So be ready for this. It's not easy at all to get a job here in Italy. Whether you are in the north or whether you are in the south of Italy, it doesn't change. It's definitely something that you should be aware of, but from the other hand, living in Italy, it's actually not so expensive, especially if you live in the south and if you don't live in big cities such as Venice, Rome, Milan, or any of these like very touristic places in Italy. Now I'm actually in my new apartment. As you can see, it's very spacious, very big. I'm going to give you a little run tour, and this apartment it's crazy cheap for what you get. So for us that we are actually working online, and we've been doing that for many years, it's actually a pretty good deal. Another thing about Italy is certainly the food. The food here, it's amazing. You will never find anything like that anywhere in the world, and the prices are super affordable. So definitely this is a pros about Italy, and this is something that you should definitely consider if you're deciding to move to Italy and live here. From the other end, instead, what is not great about Italy is definitely transportation. If you're thinking to get Uber or Lyft or anything like that, well, in Italy it doesn't exist, or better, it exists only in few cities such as Rome or Milan. So be ready to walk if you don't have a car, or to actually have to buy a car in order to go around, because public transportation is not very great, especially in the south of Italy. I'd say it's probably the worst I've ever seen in my entire life. Either bus, train, or whatever. So definitely you should probably consider to get a car if you're moving, especially in the south of Italy. But be ready, because Italians are crazy drivers. They don't respect any rules on the street. So if you are, for example, foreigner like my American girlfriend, she will tell you now how it is to actually drive in Italy. Wait a second. Hey babe, do you want to tell us how it is to drive in Italy?
Terrible, terrifying. Feels like you're gonna die. People drive like they're in a video game and they have a million lives. And I still have not driven here. I've only driven once to the grocery store. So, yeah.
Good. It was just a reality check about how it is to live in Italy from the perspective of foreigners. So yeah, that's definitely something that you should consider if you are moving here. So if someone is asking me how will you rate your life in Italy, I would say 7 on 10, because there are things that are very good and you can still appreciate about this country. One of the things on top of everything that I actually forgot to mention before, it's definitely the historical value that has this country. If you go to Rome is definitely something that you will never experience anywhere in the world. There's so much history in that place, and such a crazy vibe. I love it, even though I've been like probably 50 times there. It's like always the first time, you know, when I visit. But yeah, you need to definitely consider the things that are actually not the best in this country. So I wanted to make you aware before you decide to move over here. And I hope you did enjoy this video, and if you did, please don't forget to smash the subscribe button, to leave a thumbs up below, and if you have any question, there is a comment bar below. I will be answering all your questions in a very short time. I'll see you at the next video.